Here is reporter Patty, and this is our first day of the Alaskan cruise in Seattle. Thanks, Carl. An explosion erupted in one of the train cars.
As a kid, when I grew up, I was determined to be either a journalist or a spy. Little did I know, being in film would one day allow me to do both. There are countless files on my family's old computer of me filming both news reports and little skits, which have provided my siblings with more than enough blackmail material. Capturing moments in time and sharing them with others has always been one of my passions in life, so naturally, film has always been a great choice for me. I find that film is just such an amazing medium to share and communicate with people, and I find that people just connect so well through it, connecting not just to characters and experiences on screen, but as well as with each other as they watch. My major goal in film has always been to make some sort of difference in the world, whether that's educating people on a topic I'm passionate about, or simply reaching out and making a connection with someone. Documentaries have always been near and dear to my heart as they accomplish both. Unfortunately, I'm very indecisive, and there's not really a specific area I want to specialize in. Small crew films, where the same 10 people do everything and intermingle, I have an inkling that's where I'm meant for. As a major history buff, it's been a dream of mine to be involved in a historical film of any kind. A war film, a period piece, a ridiculously obscure doc about Canadian history. Count me in. As a Canadian, I've always had a strong appreciation for the culture I was born into, and I'm always eager to learn about that of others. While my parents spent only a decade out east in Nova Scotia, both me and my sister both have a strong calling out east. The music and culture have been something I've casually been brought up with, which has become an important part of who I am today. You can ask my roommates, they've heard more than enough Eastern Canadian folk tunes for a lifetime. I've been ridiculously lucky, and I've been able to travel and see 9 out of 13 provinces and territories, which has made me only fall more in love with the country I call home. I know the rest of the world hasn't had the luxury that I have, so it would be an honor to share the place I grew up with everyone else. Canada has given me the protection to be myself and speak out openly about the issues I want to draw attention to, which only furthers my need to express myself through film. Last year for a project, I took a huge step and made a short film about my experience with mental illness, and while it was absolutely terrifying at the time, the response and feedback that I got made it all worth it. People reached out to let me know how much they connected to the experience and how happy they were to see it put on screen, and honestly, that was such a rewarding feeling for me. I hope to do the same on a bigger scale, as mental illness is one of the topics I feel needs better representation in media. While some movies and TV shows have tried to various degrees of success, I feel like it's my responsibility to change that as best I can. I also feel I have the responsibility to do something about the representation of women in film. So much of my inspiration as a creator comes from women, both fictional and real. As a kid, I was constantly distraught by the one, if any, female characters I had to engage with. A lack of female representation ends with me, as I'm fully prepared to do what it takes to get myself and other women the respect and recognition we deserve. I'm fortunate to have the rights and power to do so, which I know many women in other countries don't have. Ultimately, film is something I've always had a calling to, and it's something I can't wait to learn and experience more of.